We have finally made it to Thursday, Throwback Thursday special top headlines, Ohio State and NCAA March Madness. Look forward to a commercial drop. I am on Fiverr to do voiceovers and do commercials and do audio editing as well if you want to check that out as well. And also still have the LinkedIn, the link tree. Check that out in the description page. So anyways, top headlines for your Thursday. We talked about Canada. Canada prevails versus rival Team USA to win women's hockey gold at Beijing Olympics. Canada defeated arch rival Team USA to win women's ice hockey gold Thursday at Beijing. In the latest thrilling chapter of the sport's greatest rivalry, Marie-Philippe Pauline had 2 goals and an assist, while goalie Anne-Renee Desbiens made 38 saves in Canada's 3-2 win. Hillary Knight and Amanda Kessel scored for the U.S., but it didn't prevail with the dub, and Canada wins the gold medal. Anyways, next. Chicago Bulls DeMar DeRozan stays hot, eclipses Wilt Chamberlain's record scoring streak. Check this out. The All-Star forward DeRozan stayed on a roll offensively heading into All-Star break and set an NBA record in Wednesday's 125-118 victory over the Sacramento Kings. DeRozan scored 38 points, 16 for 27 and 59% shooting on Wednesday, making him the first player in NBA history to score 35 points while shooting better than 50% from the field in 7 consecutive games. Next, U.S. skier Ncaa Shiffrin doesn't finish slalom leg of Alpine Combined at Beijing Olympics. Entered the slalom portion of the Alpine Combined race in 5th place on Thursday after an impressive downhill run, and was looking to reverse her Olympic woes with the medal in her last individual race at Beijing. She had previously called her first races in Beijing a failure, quoted, and a podium finish would have been a fairy tale ending, but she didn't get it. She crashed out of the race about 10 gates into the run and recorded her third did not finish at the Olympics. Throwback Thursday, top headlines.
I've been lower than the floor. That negativity you force on top of me. Only I can set me free. I wanna be the best that I can be. Just let go.
And now for topic of conversation. All right, so we are talking about, this is our Thursday's podcast, this is our regular scheduled podcast. Monday, recap. Thursday, Ohio State NCAA basketball. Friday, we are doing PGA, golf, and the UFC Pick'ems. We do have a UFC Pick'em show tomorrow, so that's UFC Fight Night. I don't know where it's going to be at, but listen to tomorrow's podcast and tune into my picks. I usually do really, really well. Last fight, UFC 271, I did not. But anyways, talking about Ohio State and the NCAA basketball. Okay, because March Madness is coming up. This is out of the Buckeyes Wire. The win over Minnesota, which went really, really well, by the way. They didn't play. It didn't look like they played very well in the first half, but more to come on that second half. That they got fiery, red hot. E.J. Liddell, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 block in that game against Minnesota. At a nice, these are just little pictures. You can't see them, I'm sorry. But like I said, they were really, really close in the first half. And I think Minnesota was actually winning at the halftime. But they came back, stormed back, and gets the W in the second half. Like I said, that was at Schottenstein Center. Wheeler reached a double figures just the 3rd time this season. And let's see, improved to their Buckeyes winning ways, 16-6, 9-4 in the Big Ten. Ohio State failed to score for a 6-minute, 49-second time span in the first half, while turning it over. The Buckeyes scored a first half season low, 23 points, trailing by 2 at the half. That's what I said. I figured that they were losing. Malik Branham has been kicking it right now. He had a cold spell, but he started playing really, really well. Branham shot the Buckeyes' first free throws of the game, knowing down 1 of 2 before nailing three-pointer on back-to-back possessions. Wheeler got hot in the second half as well. Wheeler and sophomore forward Zed Key combined for 18 points and 47 second half points. So check that out. Junior forward E.J. Liddell extended his double-digit scoring stretch to 33 games, logging his 6th double-double of the year with 16 points and 10 rebounds. Minnesota went on a frigid 1-for-11 stretch from the floor in the first half. And the Golden Gophers shot 33%. 10 for 30 from field goal or from the field in the first half, dropping to 27.3% in the final 20 minutes. That is putrid. Minnesota sophomore Jamison Battle scored 11 points, reaching double figures for the 20th time this season. The senior guard Luke Lowe led the Golden Gophers with 12 points. Ohio State rebounded Minnesota 36-29. We're going to talk more about those stats here in a second, but taking a look at the preview, Ohio State versus Iowa, that is going to be on Saturday on Fox 28. Actually, I think this is an Iowa article. Yes, it is. But I don't even want to talk about it. We're going to go ahead and just take a look at the stats here that I want to talk about here. February 19th at 2:30 Eastern Time is going to be the tip-off. Ohio State's ranked 18th in the NCAA March Madness rankings. 65% winning percentage against Iowa. Checking out the individual accolades. Keegan Murray for Iowa, 23.3 points a game. He's shooting 57% from the field, which is really, really good. Free throws at 75% if you round up. Pretty close comparisons to E.J. Liddell. He's actually better than E.J. Liddell here. 19.9 points a game. E.J. Liddell I'm talking about. 51.7 field goal percentage and 75% free throws. So it's pretty much identical with free throws. Now Murray has a good field goal percentage. Let's check out the rebounding also. Murray is beating E.J. Liddell in that as well. 7.6 to 8.4 for Murray. So it's kind of anxious to see how that's going to play out. It's going to be a big-time matchup with the bigs, the forwards, Keegan Murray versus E.J. Liddell in this one. Ticket prices keep going down at Value City Arena for $19. It started at $25 the other day. I've been watching because I kind of want to go to it. They're in Columbus. It's going to be a home game for the Buckeyes. $19. Check out the team stats. They only have 74.5 points a game. It's a low-scoring game for Ohio State when you play them. But points against, they clean the rebounds. That's what I want. Well, I wanted them to get better at. I talked to Coach Holtman the other day, and I told him to get better at the rebounds, and he listened, being sarcastic. So the field goal percentage is pretty much identical. The rebounding's pretty close. Blocks and steals go to Iowa. And Iowa's on a 3-game winning streak. Ohio State's on a 2-game winning streak. Iowa's beaten Minnesota, Maryland, and Nebraska. And Ohio State has only beaten Michigan and Minnesota in the past 2, but lost to Rutgers at South Jersey. The losses previous 5 games have been away, Rutgers and Purdue, but Purdue's a really good team, and we just barely lost to them by 3. That was back January 30th. So again, 2:30 tip-off time, Value City Arena, February 19th, only 19,000 capacity there in Columbus. I'm kind of wanting to get tickets, but we'll just wait. But anyways, so after I'm picking the Buckeyes, obviously. Let me take a look real quick. I didn't get to see the over-under and the odds and all that stuff. Let's take a look at that real quick. Does it say that? No, it doesn't. Huh? Maybe they're not out yet. But yeah, it's weird how it doesn't have the odds and all that stuff for it on there. It usually always does. But anyways, let's take a look at the NCAA March Madness. More to come on this story each and every week as we get closer to March. But I'm just going to do the top 25 like we did last show, but I only did the top 10 last time. And here we go. Number 25, Alabama actually jumped 7 spots to get that 25 spot. Connecticut stays the same. Arkansas jumped 4. Wyoming jumped 4 spots to 22. Murray State's up there at 21. Texas State at 20. Michigan State dropped. Ohio State dropped. Let's see. Tennessee and USC jumped up 16 and 17. Wisconsin dropped 1 spot. Let's see. Houston dropped 8 spots down to 14. Illinois went up to 12. Villanova jumps 5 spots to get it in the top 10. Duke drops 2 spots to 9. Providence at 8. Baylor at 7. Kansas, the Rock Chalk Jayhawks at number 6. And rounding out your top 5 of the AP Top 25 poll in NCAA men's basketball for the March Madness Showdown, number 5, Purdue. They dropped 2 spots. Kentucky's sitting at number 4. They moved up 1. Arizona is there at number 3. Auburn drops to 2. And the Zags, Gonzaga is at number 1. Fun fact, do you know what state Gonzaga is at? They're at Washington. Thank you. I win and you lose. All right, so there is your Ohio State preview, your results, and your NCAA basketball. Just real quick show. And here is your TBT Throwback Thursday on this day in sports history. Hope you guys enjoy this because I know I do. Taking you back to February 17th, 1923. Ottawa left winger Cy Dineni passes Joe Malone as all-time NHL goal scorer leader. 1924. American swimmer Johnny Weissmuller sets a 100-meter world freestyle record at 57 seconds. That was in Miami. Taken in 1941, on this day in sports history, February 17th. In his 14th title defense, Joe Louis knocks out Gus DeRozan in the second round at the Convention Center in Philly. 1943, a couple years later, New York Yankee Joe DiMaggio enlists into the U.S. Army. That was back when men were men. 1951, Detroit Red right winger Gordie Howe scores his 100th career NHL goal and adds an assist in a 2-1 Red Wings victory over the Montreal Canadiens. Taking you fast forward to 1974 now, 16th Daytona 500, Richard Petty, first driver to win back-to-back titles at Daytona, his 5th Great American Race. 1976, Richard Hadley takes 7:23 New Zealand versus India, his first match-winning spell. That's cricket. 1979, Eric Heiden equals skating world record, 1,000-meter, minute 14:99. Taking you to 1985, we talked about Awesome Bill from Dawsonville and the other podcast. I think that was Tuesday that I did, a special podcast. Remembering Tommy was what it was. If you want to listen to that, it's pretty cool. And it's on YouTube as well, AJ Let's Talk Sports. 1985, February 17th, 27th Daytona 500. After taking the pole, then record speed, 205.114 miles per hour. Bill Elliott dominates the race, leading 136-200 laps. 1989, former baseball player and manager Leo Durocher injured in a car crash. 1995, here we go, the Cincinnati Nasty Reds. Nasty Natty, baby. Tiger manager Sparky Anderson takes unpaid leave due to baseball strike back in 1995. 2008, 57th NBA All-Star Game, New Orleans Arena, New Orleans. East beats West, 134-128. MVP, LeBron James for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 2016, Nike ends endorsement deal of Filipino boxer Manny Pacquiao after he made TV comments gay people are worse than animals. Just saying it. 2019, 61st Daytona 500. Joe Gibbs Racing goes 1-2-3. Denny Hamlin holds off reigning Cup Series champion Joey Logano and teammate Kyle Busch to win his 2nd Great American Race. 2020, just a couple years ago, Laureus World Sports Awards, Berlin, Germany. Lewis Hamilton, Lionel Messi, and Simone Biles wins on that for Formula One driver Lewis Hamilton, football star Lionel Messi, and gymnast Simone Biles. And there is, on this day in sports history, Throwback Thursday special. Love you guys. God bless. And what do? You tip that waitress, my friend.
Focus on how I'm living now. So focus on how we all fall out. I need to focus on why I am so hopeless. This life, it has me clueless, but I am observant. Help me sing it now.